Loads and loads of sheets I've got to go through. It's going to take over half an hour to go through them, and I literally got to do it in hot sunshine. So I've had to come into the shade where there's trees next to a stream, because the government have caused it to be blue skies and sexual weather with 20 seconds of cloud cover. That's all we've had all day. And there was a 2-minute period where I was at the bus station. I went under shelter to get some leverage from the sunshine, and they're doing what they were doing yesterday. So basically what happened then is, as soon as I take a foot out the shelter, full blown fucking sunshine, and then obviously I'm just had to get a sore head and all the rest of it. And like always, as I phone other people up, they said there's hardly been any sun, it's been cloud. And then one of the people that I phoned up, who was at supported housing, said he'd be glad to see the sunshine. He said he's only seen about 3 proper sunny days this year. Well, where I've been, it's been blue skies and fucking sunshine every single day of 2024, apart from the 2nd of April, the 28th of May, the 22nd of June. Even the morning was sunny, and these are only half 3/4 days. And then you had just under a quarter of a day on the 9th of July, and you had an hour's worth of cloud, to some extent hazy sunshine, for the 8th of July. Take that away, where I've been, it's been absolutely just been sunny right through. Anyway, last night was a very, very bad night, and I got a load of sheets that I need to read out, but there's no way I can do it in order because there's just too many sheets that I need to read out. I wanted to go in the church, but they shut the church, and I can't do it. So excuse if it causes offence, and there's a lot of blowy weather about as well, so just give me a second because I've got to manoeuvre. Right, I shouldn't be reading this out in the public place, but I've got no fucking choice. They shut the church. I can't do it at home because I've got to have the windows open because of the sexual sun. And apart from a 2-minute period when I was in the shade, it's been, like I said, it's been sunny right through. And I've deleted this recording several times now because I keep fucking up. But I've got to read it out. I've got to read it in a public place with people about. And if they start, I shall have to get angry. There's nothing I can do about it. This is what the government want. They don't want me to have my fucking say. So before we go any further, let's just mention that the only sex I've had in my whole life is being sexually abused as a child, and I've been stopped from getting anything in my whole life. And I'm 43, coming up 44. So just bear that in mind when I read all this shit out. It's not in order because obviously there's nothing I can do about it. I'm stuck in the sunshine. There's nothing I can do. I can't go in the church. They've locked the church. I can't do it at my place. The 7 buses I wanted to go on, I had to get on the 7th bus. This is the worstest they've ever stopped me getting on any bus service. And now I can't go anywhere. And now I need to read all this out, and I'm having trouble doing that. So I've got to do this in public for about half an hour, right outside people's houses, with no choice whatsoever. Raped Ian, Justin said. Stephen Blizzard's father wants you shot dead. He thinks you raped him, said. This is shouted, said loudly outside. Stuff's lost where it was stored, said. Yes, I know this. Yes, I mean I know this. Fucking kicking off. Rapists want you off the phone and the internet. Trouble fucking coming, said in temper, Justin. Just in time. Justin Langford's not your name, Savannah said. You sick cunt, break in your flat. Grubs up, said. Woman beater. Life's lost, said. Lost your life. I'm very sorry about this, but I've got to do this with people about. There's no choice whatsoever, bloody ever. Right, come from Burnham-on-Sea. That's why they moved him here, said Lost. Lost your life, sicko, pervert. Alicia Justin is 37, you sad cunt, up the age. 43, up, just, shouted in temper. Sick cunt being shot down, hope you know Peter doesn't like you. They're referring to a neighbour. Then there's a gunshot sound. It's coming from, it could be 3 neighbours. I'm not going to keep on rubbing names in it or causing trouble. Not very happy mood. You raped Grace, said. They're referring to another neighbour. Can't give surname for legal reasons, which is not true. And then saying that the neighbour that used to live there before he knifed the staff door down, which is Matt, or Matty, or whatever you want to call it, was meant to saying that he was meant to knife me. But I don't know what the full scale of this is or what it's about, but I'm just going by what has been said. Then they say the manager works at supported housing, Clive, I won't give the surname, saying he wants you dead, and I was quite surprised to hear that. Gone, fucking rapist, shouted, and again that's outside, not inside. Like I said, I've got loads and loads of sheets, there's nothing I can do about it, I've got to read it in a public place. No one actually likes you apart from your father, Justin said in temper. Well, obviously that's not true, because my brother and my mother and relatives I've known all my life with my surname are getting on alright with me. but there are other family members, like on the Dando side of the family, or any newcomers that don't like me, or the girlfriends of people that come into my family or relatives' lives don't like me either. Right, sick cunt just, you're not missing this robbery. Blind you with a laser, said. You're a weirdo, shouldn't be speaking to Grace or Kirsty, neighbour, said. You molested Sadie, Justin. Karen Dando reported you to police, Justin. If so, then that's nothing to do with me. Ricky is responsible for anything like this, or Jamie. Then we get an unflushed toilet smell. Before I mention any more toilet smells or anything like that, I've had to put up with shit smell all night, from basically 10:30 PM right through to where it's still continuing when I left to go out this morning. Smashing him about, fucking sicko, said. I'm very sorry about it. I've got to do this in public place. I didn't want to have to do this, but God doesn't want me having to say, you see. God wants to be a nasty bastard. Right, you are being fucking injected with HIV, Justin said. Sick cunt, just being shot dead. Matt was supposed to knife you down on the 2nd of May. Not staff office door, Justin said. Staff didn't even want him moving here, fucking child rapist said. Gemma was only 31 when you left your paedophile note trying to ask her out, said. You certainly molested Sadie, Justin. No, it wasn't Ricky, Justin said. I'm banging. Ricky Hux is not a paedophile, said in temper. Hard banging, just shut the fuck up, beat you to death, shouted. Which sounds like it's by someone underneath me. Police have been trying to get him in jail for years. This stuff about him kicking his stepmother and beating his nan was in 2004. Even though this is not true, but that's what's being said. Child molester gone raped Kimberly Cox, 1 foot cock, Justin said. Losing your life. Molested too many women and children, said. Sick cunt, all of your stuff gone chasing Sally Ann. Alex Lonis doesn't lie, Justin. Amy Weston and Shara Weston were sexual in 2003. You sick cunt, it's 2024 now, said. Everyone's turned ugly. You got to go with a stale piece of shit. A single mother. An ugly person. 40-fucking-3, Justin said. Sick cunt, life's lost child rapist. He's raped her, alright. Have to be shot dead. Hang on. Raped as a baby in his next life, very sad, said. Raped Grace, stole Sam's push bike, said. Reason there's nothing left, said. Emily told us. Basically them referring to a staff worker that doesn't work at supported housing now, saying that Emily told us before she left her job that it was me that stole Sam's push bike, which is not true, and I can't guarantee that's been said either. I'm only going by the information content of the threats that are made. Drive the bastard to his death if they don't have him. Child rapist and woman beater, keep giving him hell. He murdered Esme, David Franklin's mother, in Wales, said, and that's not true. Right, so next page. I mean, there's a lot of pages to go through. I've got to do it with people about. There's no option. Donald Trump is actually a Christian. Another sick bastard in America said. I don't believe that. I think he's a I don't believe that, sorry. I think he's a 33-degree Freemason. Incidentally, this day last week I was told, or last night now, that if a sexual lady starts adding me on social media from America and tries getting in a sexual relationship with me from social media from the United States, then they're going to blow the Washington White House government buildings up in America, because they don't want me to have anyone, basically, and they think that the UK are more powerful than America with the information in the threats. Right, as far as the burning goes last night, that's the worstest burning night that I've experienced since I had to stay at my father's because of the whatever was causing it. So this is mentioned throughout these sheets. Literally on every sheet you're going to get this written, maybe once, twice or 3 times on a sheet, but I'm going to have to skip all that because there's just too much information I need to get through. 1:24 AM, it's at certain times as well, by the way. So there was laughing at one occasion, followed by, yes, sick cunt, he's not staying here, nowhere he will be staying, fucked up big time, said. So I was forced out of my apartment because of how bad the burning was at that time that was being said, and then obviously I went back in after about a minute. I'm not saying that energy weapons are being used, but I don't know what's causing it, but this is the most intense I've known it. And it was showing quite high on the EMF meter in particular. The nuclear radiation detector was showing 1.4 in the low category numbers, and believe it or not, the electromagnetic field detector didn't pick up nothing. So it's acting very odd the way that was occurring, but the EMF meter was in the red, near enough, or floating about in the orange and the red. Right, at certain times in the night it's sort of in the yellow, but there's always been something there. Right, so shot down, said sick cunt shouldn't have been using dating sites. The police found out he is a rapist, fucked up sick cunt, raped her in 2010, Sadie Dando, Justin said. Then there's a rustic, burnt oil type smell that occurs mixed with a pulled Christmas cracker type smell that's mixed with sort of really burnt oil, engine type oil, sort of smell, hard to describe, but rusky, very rusky sort of. So yeah, you had that. Obviously I mentioned the burning because it occurred at times, but it was persistent, but it is increasing at times while it's persistent at the same time. Raped Kim, Scott wanted him fucking dead. Knifed out, smashed up on Highbridge Railway, said. Pointless moving from Burnham-on-Sea on hang on. This is the problem, I'm getting confused because I've got to do it in a public place and read it out in a public place because there's nowhere I can do it. So basically he said pointless moving from Burnham-on-Sea. Oh dear, Justin said. Then intense burning occurs again. Right, molested a child, said. Burning stops as a neighbour returns to his flat, which is interesting, for a short period of time. Burning you to death, alternative to knifing you dead, said, which is making me wonder where it's being caused. Gunshot sound, sick cunt, bash you in, Justin, HIV banged, negative Saven you are, Justin said. Sick cunt, smash out, said, not very happy with ambulance, Justin. Burning, and saying that basically Pete wants me dead, which is a neighbour. I'm only going by what's said, I don't know what's true and what isn't, right? Getting a second burglary, being beat up, don't give a fuck, said. He isn't getting anybody, he's sick as fuck. Everyone's like Gizmo Lisa, Shingles Attraction, said. Justin, you fucked up, going on the bus everywhere, said. She's under 37, paedophile, said. Shot dead, sick cunt, mentally disabled, said. Bow whistles, more bow whistles, everything's lost, getting a break in. As burning occurs, so hot, said. Penis up to loud bike, robbery, dead meat, said. Go kitchen and bash you in. Busting on Monday, said from outside. This is a woman that said this is outside. At the back of St Thomas Cross, Eastville, Yeovil, or towards Sherborne Road, in that sort of area. Loud bite to erection, busting in, child rapist. Face burning, lost your face, with Tron said at the same time that occurs, believe it or not. Right, so back home, this is when I came back yesterday, I think. Penis up to loud bike. There is actually a couple of sheets that are not even listed on here that were occurring, that I photographed and thought they weren't too irrelevant or needing to do on the recording, but then I didn't realise last night was going to be bad, and then obviously you had whatever, so there is a couple of sheets, but they're not that important. It's just regular information like bikes to erection, animal voice sounds or whatever. When we come to the threats, it's I kept most of it. It was sort of 10 p.m. onwards, but it was about 5 p.m. onwards where it started to increase. Right, so obviously allowed bike to erection, shoot dead, said. Breaking in, hit you out, lose your eye, said. With a laser, said. Penis up motorbike, tying to itchy bumhole. Another loud bike, more loud bikes. This is one of those sheets that's not so important. Paedophile, everything's lost, said. Well, I don't know. Yeah, there's issues wanking and coming, timing loud bikes to all stages of wanking and coming and jerking coming, all the rest of it. Dog bark, Sadie just, sick cunt just, is made up, said. Bow whistle, sorry. Shot down West Street, Justin, revved by a car. Gunshot sound from a neighbour. Energy weapons can't do anything about it, said. Sam, saying that once me smashed out, well, as far as I know, Sam neighbour's okay with me. I was supposed to say that, but obviously I get, and trying to keep neighbours out of this and as best I can, but it's very difficult when you're trying to read it out and you've got a whole load of people about, and well, I wouldn't say a whole load of people about walking down here, but a whole load, you know, in the gardens or whatever, but there's nowhere else I can read it out. They said that Rachel and Shannon don't like me, which are two other neighbours. I don't know why they said that, but that's what was said. Then claw scratch marks, all pains across my body again, intense burning and head crushing pains as well. Happy he's fucking dead, said. Olivia Binfield's only 21, sick cunt, said. Supposed to be dead, Justin. Try raping Izzy, or something like that, said. Only supposed to be with dartboard faces, said. I'm fucking ready, said. This is turning ugly, said. Extremely sad, said. Gun sounding extremely sad, said again. Like I said, I've got to do it with people about, there's no problem. Not good, said, but where else can I do it? Gunshot not here tomorrow, said. Should be with fucking Lisa Pike, just dead next month. You raped her, said. Very intense burning. I've already mentioned all this, so I'm going to try and keep that eliminated if I see that word. Stupid, not supposed to have sexual, but an old granny, you fucked up. Piece of shit, brainless twat, getting, said, and then gritty eyes occurs. Dry eyes. Burned to death, dangerous pervert, don't fancy Lisa Pike, Shingle's body, said. Water's attraction, just. Nobody likes you here, apart from Peter, said. So that's contradictory to what was said like just now, but it was said. Everything lost, then kicking off, bow whistles. Chasing Izzy, said. I don't know who they're referring to on that, whether it's a nickname or a person. Justin, you're in your fucking 40s, blind you with a laser, said. Right, so the next sheet. Getting knife dead, Justin. Saven, you're gone, said, when that's not my name. Bow whistle's not supposed to be here, said. Everything where your stuff is stored is gone, you spastic. Gotta be smashed in, beat up. Fucking head's gone, fucking rapist, said. Want you off the internet. You're not having your fucking phone anymore, it's being smashed in. Everyone said everything's kicking off, basically, said. You try blowing the fucking place up, said. Mongrel. Then obviously get the burning problem again. You're getting fucking smashed in, Justin, said. Robbery, just actually fucking smashing him out, said. Someone says, nobody fucking smash him out again, said. Only supposed to be with negative body, sick as fuck. Take his life away. And Georgina said, we need the bow whistle and can't even state all that. You're getting fucking smashed. Blood everywhere. Gemma's only 33. You sad cunt. You're a paedophile, Justin. Sad cunt, just. You fancy Gemma. Squirt of venom going in you. If you go to Burnham-on-Sea, said. Burning occurs again, obviously. So it's in stages, but it's persistent at a low level, but it seems to increase at times where it's really bad. And it happens for about a minute or 2 minutes. Having a break-in, robbery, said. Police are fining you, just. Don't give a fuck if you had a robbery. Taking your life apart. Sexuality is the fucking problem around here, said. Being shot dead. Simon is going to fucking knife you, said. Again, I don't know who that is. Sick, just, said. Justin, you actually have raped Sadie Dando. Definitely him, said. Right, so the next sheet. Sick cunt already been with Dot, said. When I've never been with Dot. Dot is a nickname of Chantal, who is my cousin James's ex-girlfriend. I won't go any further than that because obviously there's no need to, but I've never been with that person. Someone says paedophile, just being shot, messed around, Justin. Just can't make out a semi-boner, so motorbike revs, Justin, shoot him. You're a sick cunt, Justin, molested Sadie. Smash your door and break in your place. Unsafe, bash you in, Justin, said. Hot, said, then obviously the burning occurs again. Police siren has to say dangerous paedophile, just. Hot, said, stupidly, and then there's like a croaky laugh and a few things that I was saying, but when the threats were made, they're bringing this R in the words, are like, he's a raw, or R him, R, you know, R, and R, sort of that, speaking like that, basically. Not Justin, said, everyone's mentally unstable, get beaten up, said. Penis up to loud bike, shot dead. Sick, shouted. Sick cunt, paedophile, shot dead. I'll give him a robbery now. Child molester, says. So, Justin, you molested fucking Sally Addicott. Kept. buying her ice cream, being smashed in, knife dead. Fucking child rapist, high fucking loss, said. Eyesight missing, burned to fucking death. Doesn't know what I'm using, said. Got him down as a schizo, can't do nothing about it, said. You're having a fucking robbery, Justin. What's left already has been, something like that, said. No, something, hang on, I'm getting confused there, hang on. The reason I'm getting confused is because I can't read this properly because I've got to do it outside. Already been busted at the name of the place of where your stuff is stored. Then burning starts again. Lost your eyesight, said. The separate threat, lost your eyesight, was you that stole Sam Gottsel's push bike, which is not true. Grey over drain. This is going out today. White car reverses up me. Black and blue, grey, white, knife looking car with red, white, grey, sick. Bonus a motorbike, grey, sexual. Penis at motorbike stops me crossing. American looking gun shaped car, 1980s style. Then there's the cars stop me crossing. There's about 200 cars, mostly black and blue. The camera wouldn't operate as it took 20 seconds to try and take a picture of the American car that looks gun shaped, but you know, and cursed. Black and blue, sick, white, sexual car, etc. Being knife, life set. Whistle, cell call at me, 4 more, 2 more. Away, 2 more. I'm writing it down properly. 2 more cell calls and then another 2. Flew at me, 6 cell calls at me. 8 times loud bike time to an erection. Bike time, 6 teenage single mums pushing buggies, and I coughed up. That's in brief with a few cars in the mints, but it wasn't too set up at that time. It was just mostly grey, white and red rather than black and blue, but the black and blue was been very bad. So I lost my Facebook account, one of them. Molested Sadie, Justin said. Shingles, molested. I can't say that name, but it's not true. Justin revved. Justin, shooting you dead, smash you in. Nutty said. More bites to erections, and more. Life's lost. Shouted outside, intense burning. This is 7:30 PM, so that's when it initially sort of... Well, it went on before that, but there's times where it just started, you know, where it's getting really bad. 8 PM, worse than being shot. And incidentally, when that 2-minute period or that minute period where it occurs, where it's intensely bad, that is shown on the EMF meter, and it's also shown on the radiation detector. Very high. Not on the radiation detector, on the nuclear radiation detector. It doesn't show high. It's still in the lowest possible numbers, but on the EMF meter it's right in the high. So it's right in the red, like a switched on light, on the K2 meter. Right, so molested Sadie just being knife dead. Savannah Bussy stabbing with HIV, busting in, molested. Another name. Again, they're trying to sort of rub family members into it and cause trouble there, so I'm not going to sort of mention that, but all of this is not true. Bonus a motorbike. Sick cunt, blind you, putting up a Christmas tree, so sick cunt, beat up there, on about Justin, said. Oh yeah, so someone outside, when I went out to the communal garden to get some fresh air because of burning, someone says sick cunt, beat him up or something, and then they were saying, one of the neighbours or 2 of the neighbours saying they're on about Justin, meaning they're on about me. HIV needle said, having a robbery, sick cunt, won't fancy, I know where you pee, having a break-in, fucking mongrel child rapist. Pushed into work, said, blow whistles. Vegetable, being beat up. Riding, next time my fucking knife him, beat up, said. Stabbing with HIV, being fucking beat up, said. Knock him out, said. Shoot dead, gonna fucking smash him out. Cut his fucking wrists and throat at the same time. Kick his fucking head about, said. Child rapist, Savannah said. Life's gone, said. I keep being mistaken as that Savannah, I don't know why. There's just so many pages I've got to go through. Itchy bumhole to free-wheel bike in my direction. Dribbling bogus was penis up 8 times loud bike. Child rapist, his sockets are buggered, said. lady slow walking on a sexual phone, and more my way forces me away from her, having me tin my food. Then obviously penis up and bike time, sexual engagement badge on someone's t-shirt, then more bikes to erection, cell call at me, more bikes, 8 times loud bike to erection, 2 bikes time to itchy palm erection, sexual lady picture on a van. So this van is a picture of a lady with a juicy red tongue, looked like she's licking a lolly, but swallowing a bike, but enjoying the swallowing in a very suggestive way, in a juicy sort of sexual indulging sort of way, where she's eating a bicycle basically. I first saw that van near Montacute, going back 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. It was something like that. Otherwise I've not seen that van before, and it's only happened 3 times since that time, or 4 times. Bow whistles, prostitute coughed, knife shaped tined. We are an organisation that doesn't give a fuck t-shirt. Right, people say that you need to get a prostitute, but a lot of people don't realise that they moan about the age gap. They tell you to go with a negative type. It's just like on dating sites. If they don't know you in person and you're not in their smartphone's friends list, they don't want to know you. The next problem is on a dating site, it's the same with prostitutes. They only give blowjobs, not sex. It's not like it used to be. And a prostitute is supposed to give you hardcore sex if you pay the money. That's what they're supposed to do. And in case you don't know the difference between safe sex and hardcore sex is where you don't wear a condom, and safe sex is where you do wear a condom. But today, you don't even get a blowjob. Since the coronavirus outbreak, they only do phone sex. And obviously I've not been able to find anyone to do this way, but I have spoken to a couple of Asian people just in general conversation who are distant from me, just to explain what the situation and what it's like these days when it comes to this. And even the foreigners agree that the people in Britain are stupid, but they have to go in the way that they think and all the rest of it. And basically she told me, if you want sex, you're going to have to do it with a family member or a friend or someone you know in person. Because quite literally she is right, because on the dating sites they tell you if they don't know you in person, they're not going to do nothing. They need to know you in person. It's like on a dating site, they keep on referring you to go with a negative type, or telling you to go with someone there's no more than 1 or 2 years difference in age, or telling you a sicko, regardless if you've not had sex in your whole life and been sexually abused as a child, and not taking that into account. Also on dating sites, they've sort of been saying that if you're adding anyone on a dating site, you have to know them in person on that dating site, otherwise they won't add you. Or say that they're a single mother and they don't want you to get involved with them because they get their ex-boyfriend, or their ex-boyfriend has threatened to smash me in on the street for making communication, speaking to a woman that's I didn't realise was used to be in a relationship. This is why it's safer to go with someone who's not a single mother and not been in a relationship before. But the problem is you're not going to get that at 43 or anyone that's basic looking. So I've been sexually slaughtered basically. If we go back 15 years or so ago, I had a clairvoyant reading, past life clairvoyant reading, and she told me that in my last life I was a lady that was working in a laboratory up until my early 20s, and she said I was sexually molested and abused all my life before I was working in a laboratory. I was stopped from getting a partner, I didn't have sex in my life, and then she said I died tragically. She was hoping that this life was going to get better, but unfortunately not long after that reading my life just went 15 times worse to how it has ever been before. Then obviously when I'm born again and reborn in my next life, after being sexually abused and stopped from getting sex in 2 lives, then obviously that's a 3rd life, because then I could be murdered again, or a venomous snake could kill me, or a crocodile could eat my neck off, or I could get murdered, or there could be some accidental way of getting rid of me. But anyway, when it comes to dating or trying to find a woman or prostitutes or anything like that, it's not going to happen. It's going to mean a person having to collide with you and actually making that friendship, and then giving you that chance straight away. Otherwise it's not going to happen, and that's going to be almost impossible, because everyone's a single mother when they're a teenager. Yet even though they're single mothers when they're teenagers, they nail me as a sick bastard. If I look at anyone 10 years on top of the age of what they're in, there's people literally in their 20s telling me I'm a sick bastard. if I look at anyone 15 years older than that. And like I said, they're 15 years younger than that, and in a sexual relationship. You think to yourself, you've never had anyone, and these people have had sex in their teens, 20s and 30s, and I'm being told that if you don't have anyone over the age of 40, you're a sick cunt, and you haven't even had nothing in my whole life. So you've got all that to think about. And all these people that give me threats are always in sexual relationships with these sexual types of people and made them all single mothers. Yet they got the nerve to get aggressive, to wanting to kill me, to knife me, to do all this and do that. Basically what I said on these sheets. To get revenge at me, or a vengeance. So, you know, it's not good. Not good at all. And anyway, let's get on to the next sheet, shall we? So I'm at the bus station for about an hour, because obviously I think I've already mentioned this, I'm not sure. There were 6 buses I wanted to get on, and I couldn't get on any of them. So I was just sitting there, burning on my head, with the sunshine and the sexual weather, because it's boiling hot and sunny. Then the spit talking over me, sneezing over me. Black, grey, sneeze over grey car, black, sexual and blue, grey, penis out motorbike. They made it impossible to get on the bus because of how busy it is. So I did that on the first, got that all written here, so I could skip that. Just basically say it's because people are acting unhygienic, coughing, sneezing, spit talking. And there's always these fat sort of types of ugly ladies in their 20s and 30s, mid-20s up or whatever, that are boasting in this sort of way. I just will quickly mention something. If you go to foreign countries where people eat clean food and tidy and all the rest of it, they don't go into negative attraction until about the age of 50, maybe even 60. In the UK, it's around about the age of 25. Because of how unhealthy people are now in the drug life scene, they eat fat foods and just boast for, you know, just what the reason is. But anyway, I couldn't get on any of those buses, and I managed to get on the 7th bus, and that's where the sun was following me, and it looked like it could have been cloudy on the other buses if I went to other places. Right, either way, where are we to? Bonus a motorbike. I put a car through on one of the buses. I think it's on the 5th bus, I'm not sure, and I have to get off because there's people on the back with flu in the position where I usually sit on that bus, just to avoid others. Right, so yeah, we'll get the sun. I mentioned that 2-minute period of the sun. Hang on. It's a grey, blue, black and blue wreck. Sexual sequel says, haha, child molester. Burnham on Sea. Rent a kill van, followed by going, gone car. Blue car, sell car at me. A love heart on a car, red sexual car and white. You get the next sheet. And luckily there's not too many people about for you to cause a hindrance while trying to read this out. Light blue sexual car. Coughed over, sore eye occurs. I think I mentioned that, but I'm not sure. Because I had to put water in both eyes when I was at the bus station because of the grittiness of whatever was causing the eye problem last night at my place. 6 or 7 days that's been going on now, eye problems at my place. So it started with burning on January the 1st, and I've got to sit there and put up with it, and it's sort of crushing in my head, and a bit of eye problems in January, the first few days, and here and there, and 2 weeks after. Then the beginning of February there was burning. I had to stay at my dad's because of it. When I came back from my dad's, I was accused of rape in that area by the neighbours, basically, in some ways, or making remarks or threats and coming from St Thomas Cross at Eastville at the back of my place. And that was not the reason I went to my dad's, it's because I was burning from what could be, which I speculate as a possibility of being some form of energy weapon being used that can penetrate through walls. Yeah, you got that. Then obviously the 6 weeks or 5 weeks I went to my dad's, I didn't actually experience any burning at all. I actually recovered. There wasn't a single day. It was only, I did 3 visits to my place where there was a bit of burning. After that, I had to go back to my place without any choice, otherwise I would have got kicked out, and I've just had to sit there with head crushing pain and burning on a daily basis since I've been back, and I've just got no choice but to stay there because of it. And also, the housing association phoned me up to tell me on one of the houses I bid on the Home Finder, which is a council register where you move from one place to another, saying they prefer it if you stay on the home finder for at least 5 years, because they don't rehouse people that easily, and this is why they keep withdrawing them and re-advertising them. And I'm thinking to myself, well, with the burning that's going on or whatever, I could be dead. And obviously the last 6 days or 7 days I've got the eye problem as well. Whether it's a natural cause, I do not know, but it could be partly to do with taking a specific medication, which is my suspected issue at the moment. But then if I remember, I do recall there being one day before that where there was a bit of eye trouble, so I can't say for sure. Lorazepam is the tablet I took, because I took it in 2004 and I wanted to see if they could prescribe me with that for some depression and whatever. But I'm not sure if it is that tablet. I don't recall the effects being like it is on the one I took. Anyway, let's get on with this sheet, shall we? So, get past a hard sneeze at me, second, hang on, I can skip that, cell call at me, penis up bikes into me, cell call at me, more cell calls at me, 2 more penis shoots up to bike, then there's a daddy top, cell calls at me, sneeze at, oh god, rough people my way, smashing him, sick cunt said. This is a bearded type people, because obviously they do at the time rough people in my direction on a daily basis, because they're trying to hit me off. You are a paedophile, Bo whistled. The hot sunny weather just makes me feel ill, so I just have to, I nearly go back, I nearly walk back, but I think to myself, I don't want to go back, because if I go back there'll be nothing to do. Yellow sexual car, super fast coach, black and blue car. Seagull says ha ha ha, it's broken. Zimmer frame at me, Seagull says shag. Yag or gag, and then goes ha ha ha. And then obviously, like I said, there's quite a few sheets, so there would have been another 2 or 3 on top of this, but obviously they're not with me. I mentioned that, it's still at the bus station. Flowers carried at me, break-in said, child molester feelings said, sexual light yellow cars, grey white, Zimmer frame angled at me, spit talk hits my eye. Like yesterday, going out. Oh, I've mentioned that part, that's, right, yes, sneezes at me again, black, white, flew or runny nose at me, coughing at me, penis at me, motorbike, grey, white, black, mixed with white, red car, grey sexual car, light on, sick car, black and blue, white, more cell calls at me, love heart, sexual talk by teenagers, more phones in my direction, radiation sharing, text, 4 texts, spit talk in my face, 3 more texts, penis up to 9 times loud bike, they broke in, said in conversation, and the seagull goes ha 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 ha. Sick, colour car, layoff t-shirt, 3 incidents of timing cars to hit me, this is the latest shoot actually, overhanging trailer, time to rip my legs off. Kids aged about 12 or around that sort of age, basically having sex with their girlfriends, the same age or a bit younger, next to a stream. Paedophile just Bo whistled, angling, the sunshine just makes it so hot to do anything. So then I try walking to the church and whatever, and you know, and obviously it's just the same issue. I mean, the church was locked or whatever. I don't know where that sheet is. Oh, there's one in my pocket. Yeah, so but that sheet's not finished yet, but I'll give you the sheet anyway. Black and blue grey cell corn. Oh, hang on, this is not the right sheet. Unless I've lost it, I don't know. Maybe I've read it, I don't know. I don't recall reading it out. Black sexual car, grey white, penis outbreak, a red white look at a lady aged about 25, and she gives an evil look, moving her lips to say you sick, how sick you are, or something like that. Black timed to smash into the bus that I'm on, into the exact position I'm sitting on the bus. Red sexual car, yellow white, blue orange. Sun goes in for 10 seconds for black and blue, red, white. Out of all 4 roadways at the roundabout, is black and blue, red, white. In that timed in that pattern, every road. Same for the next roundabout as well, but had a Countrywide van and a FedEx van and a Rentokil van. Then we have a Countrywide van after that, Sexual car, light on grey, pink car, Pen mill tanker, Minton Magna Gardens car, black and blue, red, grey, blue, black, mixed with red car, black Beastie car, penis up, black pony. Yeah, so I might not have put the bit about the church on there, so I might have actually read it. Unless for what had happened is I've put it on the, because sometimes what I do is I write on one page and then I can accidentally write on the other page if the piece of paper's got in my pocket and I accidentally pick up the other piece of paper and write it on there. So there's a possibility I've done that, but I will have a look up for that. I just want to quickly mention yesterday, there's a couple of setups that I want to re-mention because I'm a little bit annoyed about it. There was a van from Portishead which had the word government all across the van, and then there was a t-shirt that occurred straight in my direction afterwards with a picture of a gun on it, and I can't remember the exact wording, but I think it was something like "you got to be hit off" or something like that, or you got to, something like that. I can't remember the exact wording, but it's definitely said something near enough identical to that. And the other setup that occurred, which was in order, these three setups, was "Is it schizophrenia" t-shirt, followed by a white van saying "nice," that's in small letter writing and orange writing, and then after that, straight after that, you had the "Ripping You to Pieces" van, which is the paper shredder van, which is a stationary van which is no longer in use as that van, but the writing that's on that van remains from when it was in use, say 10-15 years ago, whenever it was a van that was known as that. And also when I got off the bus at my place, they rammed a car timed into me to try and smash me to pieces unexpectedly out of the roadway. And if we go back the day before, there was nearly 30 incidents of trying to smash cars into me or trying to kill me in a pattern of timing enemies, rough people in my direction, timing cars, overhanging trailers to rip my legs off from behind, and many things like that with extreme malicious setups. And in general, the whole week in general, these setups have increased with record-breaking days of the maximum setup you can possibly put. And there was one specific day where they were just taking the piss out of me being sexually abused as a child in a way to tell me to fuck the guts in and out of that person. And also timing a look-alike to someone who sexually abused me as a child, tying to an erection followed by a baby bounced in a sling, or spill your guts t-shirt, or 100% power clean van, or enjoy sex, or whatever, joyways or whatever it is, jollies and whatever. They were literally going far-fetched with the action. And even on that day, whatever day that was, they stopping me getting on the bus on that cloudy, rainy day. But it didn't turn out a cloudy, rainy day, because it was only cloudy and rainy when I was at the bus station. When I got on the bus, it turned into be a sunny, blue sky day, and hardly any sunshine at all. As far as the weather goes, you had, for me, I'm not sure about everybody else, I calculated it was about two weeks, but working out on 12-hour days or whatever, as daytime. But if you were to work it on a principle of a 24-hour clock, for me, if you calculate all the rain, heavy rain, the cloud, the hazy sunshine put together of that year in 2023, there's only about 6 days worth of that sort of weather for me in the whole of 2023. Otherwise every single day was sunny. Apart from the first few days of January 2024, every single day where I was sunny. However, for everybody else and people I spoke to on the phone, quite literally cloudy, and I get a bit pissed off of it because I don't like sunny weather. For February, the first week in February, just sunny. Went down to my father's. There was quite a bit of cloud about actually not for the full 5 or 6 weeks I was down my father's, but you had roughly 2 weeks of days where you had at least a quarter or half a day of cloudy weather, and it was different. The day I actually came back to my place, it was sunshine. Then you had a mixture of about I'd say about 20 rainstorms, something like that, I can't remember now. with a bit of cloud cover followed by sunshine directly after. 2nd of April, 3/4 of the day was rainy, but you did have 15-minute periods of sunshine on a couple of occasions, and the evening of that specific day was sunny. From the 5th of April to the end of June, trying to work out what the weather was. When it comes to rain, there was about 40 to 50 downpours, but each and every one, I don't know how they did it, but each and every one of those downpours, they managed to do it while it's blue skies and sunshine at the same time that it was raining. On these occasions it was causing nice rainbow effects, but you know, they're just deliberately trying to keep the sun out where I am or wherever I go, and I'm getting very annoyed by it. On the 28th of May, you had about half a day of cloudy weather, which was appreciated, and it was in the afternoon and evening, mostly when it was sunny. On the 22nd of June, it was a boiling hot sunny morning, so it made the temperatures 30 degrees in my room. Then it was cloudy for 3 hours, but I didn't actually go out on that Sunday on the 3 hours. Then there was a 45-minute period where the sun came up to reheat the room up even more, so it went to about same temperature, I guess. I didn't really take much notice of what the temperature was, but it felt really hot when the sun came out. And then there was it sounded like a bit of cloud for a time, and then it was sunny for the rest of the evening. So take that away, and about the equivalent of 3 24-hour, no less than that, equivalent to about 2 24-hour days of hazy sunshine. Take that away, every single day since the 2nd of April has been sunny. For July, apart from the 8th and the 9th of July, the 8th you had, I can't remember, it was about roughly an hour, 45 minutes, I can't remember, of cloud. On the 9th, oh god, I think that's the day where you had half a day of sunshine, a quarter a day of hazy sunshine, and a quarter a day of heavy rain or some form of cloud rain, whatever. Take that away, and right up till today it's been blue skies and sunshine. However, there has been a 10-minute cloud cover today as I've been doing this recording, which initially was sunny before I started the recording. I went into the trees and got in the shade, then it went into like hazy sunshine for about 15 minutes with sunshine coming out at times, and then you had this 10-minute cloud cover which we've got now. There's another sheet that I forgot to read out, and it's not the sheet I was looking for, but it says not 16 anymore, they upped it to 35, said in your age group, said. There's someone outside that said that. Tried raping Callum Evans, Amy Weston's brother Justin, said this is not true. Alex Lunnis wants you shot dead. Too sneaky, Justin, molested. F. Brains gone. Smash your head off, said. That again, that's outside. You had your wrist sliced with the ruler man, the creator god, going to hell, Justin said. Bonus a motorbike, and then obviously the shit smell all night. I mentioned that earlier, that's just persistent. I'm very annoyed by that. I think it's being caused by Morgan, because that wasn't really occurring before he moved there, but whatever is causing it, I'm not very happy. Sicko is dead, yeah, said. Sicko eyes, sights lost, said. So that's another sheet. I mean, there's a lot of things that are going on. There's also a couple of sheets back home. It was a very bad night. It's also the worstest night for burning since before I had to stay at my dad's because of it, and it's not stopping either, and it's not eliminating. I've spoken to a neighbour having a bit of an argument, saying that is it possible that he could be doing it, and he told me it's caused by schizophrenia and delusional thoughts and whatever. When I went to Holly Court to see the psychiatric doctor, regarding this issue and saying I had to stay at my dad's, they're just putting it down to exactly what the neighbour was saying, that I was trying to accuse of doing it. And he was sort of doing it in a way where it sounded insulting, but it could be true. What he's saying, he's trying to be helpful, it might not be caused by him. But either way, it sounded insulting in the way it was done, like it's caused by schizophrenia or whatever. And the sort of way he's saying that your mind works to cause you to think that the burning's occurring and all that. The doctor said exactly the same as what he said. But it doesn't occur when I'm out. That's the odd thing about it. But and it didn't happen in the 6 weeks when I was at my dad's. This is what doesn't make sense. But I'll leave it there for now. Incidentally, I did 111 calls regarding this burning, going back in February onwards time. I've been told to stop doing that. And also I went into A&E, so I went into hospital to have a check, and they said that they did like put something on your arm, you know, and then obviously they did a blood pressure test and one other thing, and they said there was nothing wrong with you, and they said it's caused by schizophrenia and all the rest of it themselves, so I can't even report it to the doctors or whatever. So I was mentioning it shows up on the EMF meter and it shows up on the radiation detector when it occurs, but I was saying it's not a guarantee that anything's causing it. But they put the lights or the figures that are showing up on the EMF meter or the radiation detector as delusional thoughts, or claiming that you're seeing lights and numbers that occur and that are not really showing up, basically. And so then I mentioned that I put this on the internet on YouTube, and they said that's got to stop, and so still photographing stuff in the streets or setups or what you take to be set up, saying it's caused by your mind and hallucinations, and claiming it's schizophrenia. When my mum and dad paid for me to have a diagnosis, was in 1993, to see what my problem was, it was autism and Asperger's. There was no schizophrenia links. That only came in when I reported threats in 2003 to onwards that were occurring at North Peverton, which is where you had people like Amy Weston live, Alex Lunnis, and going back at that time. However, Alex is interesting because when I left North Peverton to move to Bridgewater, he lived in the back of my place, and I knew him from North Peverton. Although I wouldn't say we're friends as such, I'm not sure how it, there's a lot of stuff that's been. His friend also visited my neighbour at Burnham-on-Sea when I moved there as well, and it turns out that the neighbours at my place today know him as well, because one of them mentioned it in conversation, not directly to me but in conversation, and this is one of the female neighbours that was there, Tanya, but it was not mentioned in recent times. This goes back a couple of years ago, in the early days of when I moved to Thorn House in Yeovil, but nothing was really sort of mentioned or nothing materialised. There's only sort of this year, sort of mid last year maybe, that it sort of took off. So so that's that. Right, so I found one of the sheets, so I don't think I've read this one out. So penis up's allowed bike, same again twice. That's bits about burning when a neighbour goes out. Child molester Burns said, Justin being stabbed with HIV poison said, smash you in Justin, knife you dead Justin. Sven Schroeder Justin said, when that's not my name. HIV Justin. Lisa, no, this is another name, I can't say what it is, has HIV said, oh god, 5 more loud bike issues, bad coughs occur, and yes, smashing you out, Justin said. Extremely sad said, after sick cunt off to jail, child abuser just said. Blinding with a laser said, child rapist you are, Justin, extremely fucking ill. Right, I've just completed the sheet of the latest stuff. So yeah, I got so far down where the children doing it next to the stream. Then the sunshine car sound, bow whistles, more Bono and loud bike issues 9 more times. Some of those times were by actually speaking on air doing the recording. Al says you did do Sadie repeatedly after I did the recording initially. Laughing pervert, ha ha ha, said. Sick cunt, knife him out, said. Black and blue car timed. Black white car. Penis up loud bike. And to itchy bumhole, and then 4 more times. Not the last sheet I just read, but the previous sheet before that. I can't guarantee is yesterday's sheet or last night's sheet. It could be one that's left in the carrier bag, but either way, it's in the last 4 days. Right, there's just been an argument. So firstly what happened was a crow said, "Fuck your farmer," or very similar, and said, "Shag your something else," and Justin. After that, someone says, snapped a picture of him, getting someone to fucking get him and fucking smash him. Said in temper, because this person heard me mentioning the day's problems on the dictaphone. Right, penis shoots up to loud bike. Smash him up, fucked up Justin, have to fail to write it down properly. Flying creatures saying have sex with you or whatever. Someone says Justin, rubber Johnny, Justin. Penis up bike, loud bike. Brown purple car, choked by catalyst, pulls up, wind direction at me, choked by catalyst, extreme stench, black and blue car, white grey, lost his life, only liar, said, sex cars, grey white blue sexual, grey white blue sexual car, sick pose by teenage lady. Right, pink car, grey car, cell court, drains it over, blue, yellow, sex car, red, white, blue, penis bike only, bow whistles. Right, teenage lady or girl, one of the two, turns her phone to me when I'm on the back of the bus, and her boyfriend says on the phone, "Sick cunt being shot, I'll get someone to fucking knife him down." So I'm not fucking very happy about that. Then she turns the phone at me again with the camera faced at me on the phone. Penis up loud bike after I get off the bus. Black and blue, red, grey, sick, black sexual times, Seagull says breaking in, sick sound made at me, loud bike to erection. Right, penis up motorbike, gonna fucking murder the cunt, said. A couple with a pushchair in their early 20s say fucking murder him, I'd do it myself. It's him, it said. Exactly, said. These are separate threats when I mention that. Sore throat, as I'm being choked by a catalytic converter stench. Black and blue cars and black mixed with red car.